Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, it's been a little bit since I have filmed. I took, I think, at least 1 week, if not 2 weeks. I don't even remember anymore. I took some time off to be with family and just kind of give myself a mental health check because, you know, sometimes you need those, and my mental health has definitely been kind of not good as of recently, but I am back and I'm ready to film for you guys. This is not the video I intended on filming next, but the video I did intend on filming I still cannot film because I'm still waiting on a palette for that one. But I will have a fun video coming up comparing two what I consider to be rainbow palettes and testing out the formulas against each other and that type of thing. So that'll be really fun when that palette comes in. But today I'm just gonna do a quick, simple, maybe not quick, I don't know, get ready with me. And I'm gonna be using two palettes that I haven't used either together or just in general in a while. And today I'm going to be using the Kylie Jenner Burgundy palette and the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. If you are new, hello, my name is Kelsey. I do makeup videos all the time, and every once in a while I'll throw in some college lifestyle, which I will probably be throwing in very soon as I am in my last week of college now. So, or last week of fall semester anyway. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So as always, I'm gonna start out by priming my eyes, and I'm using the NARS tinted base today just because I'm really trying to use this guy up because there's still a little bit of product in there, and I have another NARS base, but I'm just trying to use this guy up because they're not cheap. So I'm going to put that on, and I just blend it in with my finger, especially right now because the layer is so thin. It's just easier to blend with my finger. I'm gonna eat a strawberry or a raspberry. And then super quickly, I'm gonna use this Farsali Moisture Replenishing Serum. I think I got this in a FabFitFun or a BoxyCharm or something. Just put a little bit of that on my skin because I am going to actually put on face makeup today. I've been at home recently because I've been quarantined due to a COVID scare. And I'm just kind of quarantining through tomorrow just to make sure everything's safe and fine. And so of course, like, I've been really lazy and my mental health has been kind of crap, so like I haven't done makeup in like a few days, at least like up until yesterday. But now that I'm like back in the makeup zone, I don't just want to do like my eyes and lip. No, I want full glam. So I've been wearing like I've been going full glam, lashes, everything. So that is what we are going to do today. Alright, I'm going to grab my eye brush set here. I do also, of course, have the ColourPop brush rolls, but I'm just going to use this guy here today. How do I want to start this? I don't even know. I didn't plan anything out. I really was just like, let's turn on the camera and just go. Alright, I think we're going to start with the color Beach from the Kylie Jenner palette. And we're just going to start by putting that in the crease and just kind of blending it out as just a beginning transition color. And of course, both of these palettes are really warm, but I do nearby have the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette that if I want to add a little bit of cool to this look, I can. But I'm really primarily trying to use these two palettes. I'm setting goals for myself for 2021 that like 2020, I think maybe just because it was like a bad year, I bought a lot of makeup this year. Obviously some of it I'm receiving in like BoxyCharms and FabFitFun, obviously, but I did buy a lot of palettes and new releases and stuff this year, definitely more than I have in the past. And part of that is just because YouTube, I'm trying to review things, absolutely. But my makeup collection, there are of course now for sure some palettes and everything that are getting neglected and kind of thrown to the side. So I'm really going to try and be better in 2021 about using what I have and buying less stuff. So 2021, if my content is like getting kind of repetitive, like, oh, she's not doing any reviews anymore, I'm trying to use up what I have. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, so that's why I'm going with these two. I have not used them in a hot minute. And also I used the Moda BMX 430 crease brush. All right, so now I think I'm gonna go in with a combination of Penny from the palette, and I can pick up Storm Dust from the Celestial Thunder palette, which is like this terracotta orange brown, super pretty. And I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing, but focus it a little bit more on the outer corner. So as I kind of mentioned a few minutes ago, it is the Saturday before finals week for me. I've officially had my last class of the fall semester. I actually only have one final this week, which is awesome, and it's on Monday. But I do have to stay through the end of the week because I am working on campus. So just kind of today and tomorrow is just a lot of like cleaning around the house and studying for the exam that I have on Monday. And it's just crazy because it's like that is my last fall semester of undergrad. Like how did this happen? I'm like talking about it because 3 out of the 4 of my roommates are graduating in the spring, and so we're all just talking about like what the heck, we like where did the time go? I feel like college really just like flew by. And because of like work and everything like that, I'm also friends with a lot of, you know, students like below me, like below my grade level. So it's like, oh, all of my friends, like I'm gonna be graduating and they're not graduating yet, and it's really sad. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss these people. So I'm gonna be coming back and visiting university for sure. It's fun. But yeah, it's crazy to think I'm almost done my undergrad. Finished my my thesis, which is crazy, absolutely nuts. I officially have written an undergraduate honors thesis. I still have to turn it in and of course get graded on it, and hopefully it'll actually, like, you know, pass honors inspection so I can graduate with honors. But like, it's nuts, like the fact that I really did that, because for a while in the semester I genuinely did not think it was going to happen just because of COVID restrictions and participation and, you know, other classes. I was really concerned that it wasn't gonna get done, but it's done. It just needs to be signed off on, and absolutely nuts. For those of you that are finishing up school, I really wish you the absolute best of luck with your finals and everything like that. And and honestly, even those of you that aren't finishing up school yet and you're in like a public high school or public middle school, if you're watching this, I really wish you the best of luck with everything that you are dealing with right now. I know a lot of people are schooling from home, which is not always easy. So if that is you and you are having a hard time, I just want you to know you're doing awesome, you're doing amazing, and it will get better and you can do it. So, sorry, I know my brain is like really kind of scattered right now. I'm just kind of bouncing around. I just drank a whole cup of coffee. I have a lot of energy. And I'm eating it's twice now. I'm eating raspberries. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with almond and zero gravity, which is this one right here. I'm gonna put that really specifically on like the outer corner here. And I'm going in with the blinged brushes. I believe this is I never remember if this is I think this is the regular set. The original bling brushes, this is the E3. Oh, yes. We love depth and dimension. Oh my goodness. And I'm focusing that specifically on the outer corner, outer crease. It is not going to go beyond the halfway point in my crease. So I just deep cleaned my room yesterday. I don't know if you can kind of see like my bed behind me and everything like that, but you can't really see it. But my goodness, my room is so clean right now. And it makes me feel so good. I literally did every single section of my room, and I Lysoled everything, I vacuumed everything, I completely reorganized. My dresser has not looked so organized. This is more organized than it looked after move-in. Like, it's crazy clean. It took me 7 hours yesterday to do everything. And that includes my bathroom too. There's one part of my bathroom that I didn't get to yesterday, which I'm probably gonna do tonight or like after I film this. And that is my under sink cabinet. But I cleaned everything in my bathroom, cleaned and organized. And yeah, I cleaned and organized my entire bedroom yesterday. And it's bringing me so much peace. It was just, especially after like having been quarantined in here for the past few days, I really needed to clean it and just relieve some of that anxiety, you know? It's really nice having a very clean bedroom right now. And now I just need to keep it that way for the next week so that I don't have to clean again before I go home. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush like this one. This is the Farrah, just big fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna blend everything out. Buff out all the edges here. Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm going to take a combination of Dubai and Fireball. Right here, I'm going to take that on the Paige Corin X Blinged brushes, E25 brush. As you can tell, I really like combining colors. I'm going to take those two and put that on the outer half of my lid. And I did not dampen this brush, so I'm going to have to go in a few times. But I'm just going to kind of pat it first and then blend it out. I will say this color Dubai is really, really pretty, but it is very firmly pressed into this pan. So especially with a brush that isn't sprayed, it's pretty hard to get pigment out. So I'm really just kind of taking my time with this and just patting it down and blending it out to get maximum color payoff. I'm using kind of circular motions to pick it up. I don't know how much you can see that, but sorry if my mirror is kind of getting in the way. I have my contacts in and like I have my mirror over there that I could use, but I prefer a close-up mirror when I do my makeup. And it has like a zoom inside and everything over here, but it's not the same. I literally always buy mirrors that like have the zoom inside because I'm like, I really like close mirrors, but there's just something about holding it directly in front of you that is just, it's very different than using the zoomed in mirror. I don't know. Am I crazy in thinking that? Comment down below if you're the same way. That's why I really like palettes with mirrors like this. I love adding red tones like this to a warm look, like red cranberry colors. It's just there's all kinds of a fall winter vibe, and it's just so good. All right, I think that's the way I like it. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we will come back for the lower lash line, but of course we're gonna do face makeup and everything first. But the first thing that I'm gonna do, today I'm gonna do something that's gonna completely surprise you. And I am going to actually be going in with some false lashes today. Like I said earlier, I've been really enjoying like playing around and going like full glam. So I'm gonna be using my Glamnetic lashes in the style Venus, which look like this. They're a little more of a natural lash, at least in my opinion. But I mean, they're don't get me wrong, they're definitely like dramatic, but of the four that I have, they're a little more on the natural side. And then I have the liquid liner in Deep Space. But before I do anything, I'm just gonna go in with the coat of CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I have dark lashes, and in theory I don't need to do this, but this does help blend the lashes in with my falsies. So I just like to add a small coat of that. I don't even like curl my lashes or anything yet. I just want to make them a little darker so they all blend in. I am actually running low on this, so I might have to buy another container. Or I might actually have an unopened clump crusher somewhere that I could use. We'll see. And of course, while I have this out, I'm also going to do my lower lashes, which I know you guys are probably like, why you haven't even done your lower lash line or anything yet. I can always apply more mascara after doing my lower lash line if I need to later. I just like to do a blend here. Okay. So I am going to actually try and do my liner and lashes on camera for you guys so you can really see how easy these are to apply. So I'm just going to grab everything I need, everything out and ready. So I'm going to super quickly curl my lashes. So I find the easiest way to do this, you can do it with one coat of liner, however I find the lashes to be more secure with two. So what I do is I do just a basic line, and if I want to do a wing, I'll do a wing, but I do one layer of eyeliner on each eye, and then I go in with the second layer on one eye and apply the lash, because you want to apply the lash when the liner isn't fully dry, but it's close to being dry. I think they said like 80%. So I'll just do the second layer on one eye and apply the lashes, and then I'll do the second layer and apply the lashes on the other eye. But first, we have to go in with the first layer. There we go. I think those are pretty even. So I'm just gonna let that dry for a minute. Just kind of do a little dancey dance. You can tell that I had coffee because I'm holding my mirror and my hands are shaking really bad. I'm like, oof, my bad. Alright. So, I'm gonna be doing my right eye first, just because, I don't know, that's what I do. So I'm gonna pull the right eye off, and not oddly enough, but one thing to note about Glamnetic is that actually all of their lashes come with two little like baby lashes on them that you can put on your lashes for extra security and extra hold. I don't much like to do those just because to me I find them a little uncomfortable, but you can absolutely do that. All you would do is like after you've applied the lash, you would take them and you would put them under, like in between the false lash and your regular lash, and it'll just kind of hold it in place. You can do it at like each end. And the great thing I found about Glamnetic is that all of their lashes are so nicely shaped that they actually fit me without needing to be trimmed, which is good because there's magnets on either end. So now I'm going to go in with my second coat. And I'm not going to put a second coat on the wing because you don't really need it there. The wing is just for decoration. So I'm going to let that dry for a hot second. While I do that, I'm going to use my bling brushes, not bling brushes, my D-Star Lashes eyelash applicator. This is, I believe, the rose gold, like from the Page Corin style, I think. And I'm just going to apply them like so. Look at how easy that was. So easy. And they're secure. Alrighty, so I have my lashes on, and I don't know what I was thinking when I said these lashes were natural. They're not natural, but that's okay. So, next we are going to go in with face makeup, and I'm just going to be doing tinted moisturizer today, just because that's my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to be using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. These lashes are so comfortable, oh my goodness. Guys, Glamnetic has honestly been a lash game changer for me. Because because you guys know me, I don't like wearing false lashes. And I still like, my eyes are still not crazy about them, but they're getting better, and it's because of how comfortable and easy to apply these are. Like, I always hate the effort of applying lashes, but like, I mean, you saw how easy this was. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, and this is the shade Light 8N. Actually, it's just a teensy bit dark for me right now, but we'll make it work. And I'm just going to apply that to my face, and because it's a tinted moisturizer, I always just use my hand to do this. But you can use a sponge or a brush if you want to. I just find that because it's a tinted moisturizer, this gets the best application. Get every inch of my skin here. Get my neck too, of course, since everything is all lighter for the winter time now, and I bought this in the summertime. So just gotta really make sure everything is as blended as can be. Put it on my neck a little bit. Yes, I think so. So now I'm going to quickly pull just some hand sanitizer just to get that off my hands a little bit. And then you can go in with translucent powder, like loose powder or pressed powder. I'm gonna go in with loose powder today, which is probably a terrible idea because I did just clean off this desk and clean off this floor and everything like that, and I'm gonna get powder everywhere. But it's okay. The things we do for makeup, that's all I gotta say. Oh my god, that was so much powder. Oh boy. Okay, next. Dropping things. I'm going to take my Real Techniques powder brush. This is the 201, and I took the ColourPop just translucent powder. I'm just gonna put that, tap it on my brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna start stamping that across my face. Now, obviously, if you have any other cream products you want to do, definitely do those before you set your face. However, everything else I'm using is powder, so I don't have to worry about that. And I don't use a different shade of powder to set my under eyes. You definitely can, and I've thought about doing that, but that's just, it's another product I have to buy, and I'm not about that life, you know? Now, if I got like a banana powder in a BoxyCharm or something, then we'd be in business. But I really don't want to get more powder everywhere, so I'm really trying to use up any and every little bit of this that I can. Alright. Wow, I didn't make a mess with my powder. I'm so proud. And then just for a little bit of extra security under my eyes, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Lock-It powder. And this one is translucent, and it's a pressed powder, and I'm just going to set my under eyes really quick. And I'm just going to take the little puff it comes with, because I did mostly already set my under eyes with that powder, but this is just a little bit of extra security. Alright, so while that sets and everything, we're going to go back to the lower lash line, and we're going to add a little pop of color. So I'm going to take the color Mystic Ice from the Celestial Thunder palette. Sorry, I think I held that up too high. It's the blue. And I'm going to take that on the Blinged Brushes E6 over here. And I'm just going to apply that under my lower lash line. I just really love putting glue on my lower lash line. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why. I've been doing it since I started makeup. I think I even put a tutorial like up on my channel a long time ago about like Percy Jackson inspired makeup or something, and I did that. If y'all have been here since those days, you're the real ones. And when I do this, I always take an angled liner brush. That's just what I do, or at least an angled brush of some sort. And I always tap it on, to get the most color payoff and to keep it really precise, but also especially like some liner brushes like this, some angled brushes are not as comfortable to drag across your eyes, across the lower lash line especially, because they can be really dense. So I take that, and then I'll just take a fluffier brush. Like I'm gonna take the, where is it? Here it is. This is what I want, right? Yeah. I'm gonna take this Blinged Brushes E22. This is again from the Page Corn collection. I'm gonna grab my color switch from behind my camera and clean it off really quick. And then I'm just gonna blend it out. Ta-da! And then the last thing I'm gonna do to finish up my eye look is I'm going to take my Luxie accent brush, which I'm hella gonna clean off because there's some green on it from something I did the other day. And I'm just gonna take that shade Eternal Light and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. I'm not gonna worry about a brow bone highlight today. I don't need to be that dramatic, but I do want my inner corners to be shiny and pretty. And I lied, there is one more thing we're gonna do to finish off the eye look. You have to go in with Waterline color. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I almost forgot. Who am I? Alright. Let's see. We have a little bit of like a warm tone thing going. So I'm thinking I want to go in with like a pretty like bronze. So I'm going to take the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Overboard. I'm going to put that on my waterline. Oh yeah, this is definitely the vibe. I love that. I think that's really pretty. ColourPop Cream Gel Liners, so good, y'all, so good. Alrighty, so now we're just gonna finish up with the face and we will be good to go. Y'all, I have too much energy right now, oh my goodness. Who even am I? I don't think I've had this much energy in like 2 months. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the Bling Brushes and Page Corn F23. I believe this is the brush that in her reveal video she even said that she uses for her bronzer all the time. So I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just gonna start bronzing the high points of my face and my jawline and everything like that. Hollows on my cheeks here too. I mostly just bronze the perimeter of my face. I don't really go anywhere else with it. I'll take my powder brush and I'll blend it out, so sometimes it'll get on other parts of my face, but for the most part I really just keep it in what I call the E3, the E3 shape. Grab my powder brush and just make sure everything is super blended. As you can see, I do have a little breakout here, but I'm not overly into covering everything. That's just not my vibe. So we can have a little breakout. It's okay. So now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. This is in the shade Spicy, and I'm going to take the Satina just angled contour brush, I think is what it's called, and put that on my cheeks. And then for highlight today, I think I'm going to just use my Estate Baked Highlighter in Do Me. I'm going to take my SL Miss Glam, this is the SG62, looks like this, and just highlight my cheekbones. I could use a warmer highlight today to kind of match the warmth on my eyes, but I just really like this highlighter, and I haven't used it in a little bit because I've been using highlights from like a highlighting palette and stuff recently. So I want to give this guy some love. Alright, we're almost done. So now to finish up for lips, first things first, we gotta put on lip balm. I just use the Carmex lip balm, but any lip balm works. Then I'm going to line my lips. This is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Love Bug. You guys have seen this before. Ooh. Oh, I love this color. It's just so pretty. And then to kind of neutral tone it back out, I'm going to go in with my Courageous lipstick from the Ulta Black Widow collection. And top everything off with my ColourPop Lippy Balm pencil in Gimme S'more. And I'm mostly going to concentrate that in the center of my lips. Oh, God, it smells like, I think it's papaya or guava. Oh, so good. And that is it for the look. I'm just going to quickly set it with a setting spray that's behind the camera. This is the J Sky Beauty Perfecting Mist. J Sky Beauty, I think I've talked about them on my channel before. If not, they are a small indie brand. I am friends with the owner on Twitter, and I finally got my hands on this and the blending sponge, and I love this. This is a pretty highly scented perfecting mist, but it holds my makeup in place all day, and it's really, really great. And to be honest, I love the smell, so I don't mind it being pretty heavily scented. And this is the look that we came up with. I'm kind of really happy with it. I haven't done anything like this warm and dramatic in a hot minute. Like what I did yesterday, even for like being a full face of makeup, wasn't overly dramatic, but like she cute right now. I'm kind of living for it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for spending time with me and getting ready with me. And if you want to see more videos like this where I use some of my older, less loved palettes, by less loved I mean like less used, not bleh. No, I like these palettes, they're great. So if you want to see more videos like this in the future, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everybody.